Good day, my name is Mark Malore. I'm an attorney here in Riverside, California. I've got a number of clients at Coachella that are facing bankruptcy issues and solvency issues, so I thought it helpful to put a quick video out to go over some of the distinctions between a Chapter 7 and Chapter 13 so you understand where you sort of fall in line with those. I've got a number of clients that asked me those questions in Coachella, so I thought it helpful. First is, what is the distinction between a Chapter 7 and Chapter 13? A Chapter 7 is a full discharge of all your debt. A Chapter 13, however, is a repayment program that you have to repay your creditors a certain amount, whether that's 10 cents on the dollar or 90 cents on the dollar over a period of time. And that could be from 3 to 5 years, depending on what the trustee sets. So, repayment period versus full discharge of the debt. Another distinction is how you qualify for a Chapter 7. Under Chapter 7, you have to use what's called a means test to see if you can qualify and file a Chapter 7. Chapter 13, there's no means test. So if you don't qualify under the means test, you're relegated to repayment under Chapter 13. How do you qualify under a means test? Well, there's statutory income levels that are established under California statutory law. You have to make sure that your gross income falls beneath that after deductions and things are taken away from that income, like dependents. Once we determine that, we can find out whether your income falls below that mean period, and if so, you can file a Chapter 7 to discharge all your debt. If it's still above the mean salary for you or your spouse collectively, then you're relegated to Chapter 13. And then finally, one of the distinctions I like to make between the two is that you can't do what's called lien stripping in a Chapter 7. I've had a couple clients come to my office. They had realtors or friends, or they thought they could do it on their own, or they got a paralegal to file the Chapter 7 bankruptcy form for them. They did, and they got a discharge, and then they came to my office wondering how to strip the second from their home. And unfortunately, I wish they had come see me from the starting point as opposed to relying on themselves or a paralegal for that matter, because in a Chapter 7, lien stripping is not possible. In order to lien strip the second from your property, you have to file a Chapter 13 under the repayment period. The way a lien stripping works is that your house has to be valued underneath the value of the first mortgage that encumbers it. As long as there's no equity that would cover the second can be stripped after the repayment period occurs. So you file a motion to strip. Once you complete your repayment period during the 3 to 5 years, then you can show the court that you've complied with the bankruptcy terms and conditions, and the court will strip or remove the second from your property, so it'll be an immediate injection of equity back into your property depending on how large your second is. That's something to consider when you're looking at Chapter 7 or Chapter 13 and some of the things you need to think about in filing them. If you have any questions, feel free to call my office. We'd be happy to sit down with you and go over your particular circumstances and set of facts.